Previously on Skivinz.
How the hell do you chroma key in this game? Actually chroma keying my head. How come this is not coming across as green? Do I need even more light on it? Okay, let's, do I have webcam controls down here? Let me get this straightened out. I'm talking to myself. Oh hey guys, what's good, what's happening, and what's going on? If you're wondering what I'm looking for, I'm actually looking for my 256 gigabyte SSD portable hard drive because I wanted to do stuff today and I never got around to it. No, I got an idea in my head. As you remember on the last episode, I tried to do some green screening in OBS and I couldn't do it because the lighting was off. Today I want to fix that problem, but first I need to bleed the lizard. That was graphic. Okay, now that that crisis has been averted, I need to figure out a way to get more light to the green screen. And I remember back in the day I had a method to do that, and that was with two light bulbs behind my monitor blasting light on me and on the green screen. Actually, I had them overhead shooting light down on me. I still have the fixture, I just don't have the pole. Well, I do have the pole. It's out in the garage with three others. You guys remember back in 2020 when I made that poor attempt at a windbreak for the ice for an ice shelter? I basically took 4 dowels, tied a bunch together, made some ropes with pegs to peg into the ice. Thought it would work, but then I realized I'm an idiot and that wouldn't work out no matter what. It's fine for like if in the backyard having a fire and the wind's coming from behind, we can set it up as a break to block the wind. But as far as setting it up, go ice fishing, dumbest idea ever 2020. So we're gonna head out to the garage, grab a dowel, and then we're gonna try and set something up to do what I want it to do, and hopefully it works. Here's hoping. See, a lot of people commented, Adam, why are you streaming video games on your main channel when you used to have a gaming channel back in the day? Well, here's the problem with the gaming channel, guys. The email address that's associated to it was an old Ontera email address when I used to have an Ontera account. Ontera no longer exists, otherwise I'd probably still be working there. And I don't have access to that email account anymore. I also don't remember the password. Also, this car couldn't move right now if I wanted it to. Freaking tires are frozen into the floor. I know, Adam, you should put it on jack stands. You know what? I know. This whole floor is ice. Heard of the game The Floor is Lava? This whole floor is ice. Bet you this thing's frozen into the ground. Yeah, she's frozen into the ground too. Cool. Good job, Skivinz. So, I thought those dowels were back here somewhere, and they probably are. I just have, there they are. I was gonna say I have no idea where, but there is one right here. This will work nicely. Perfect. Take that hook out of the end. We'll strap it to the desk with duct tape if we have to. Don't need to be pro, just need to be semi-pro and make it go. Good thing I'm wearing my slippers. They got better traction than my shoes, which reminds me, come spring, I need to buy new shoes. Probably gonna buy the same shoes because I bought them back in 2017 and 5 years later, they're still holding up. Go paying a good price for shoes versus buying them off of Walmart where they just don't last. Also, I'm out here in a t-shirt. And guys, check out that icicle off the back of my wall. That thing's gargantuan. Wow, it wouldn't melt, I'd use that instead of the stick. Anyway, let's get this spear, totally a spear, back in the house. Let's get working on some lighting. Now keep in mind, this is not a DIY channel. This is not a gaming channel. This is not a technology channel. This is a channel where every day I wake up and do something different. Guess you can call it a miscellaneous channel. See, a lot of people subscribe for different reasons to a channel. They subscribe to a tech channel because they want to keep updated on tech. They subscribe to auto channel because they want to know how to fix cars. People subscribe to my channel for a reason that I'm not sure of, but I appreciate the fact that you did. So keep it up, boys. Really appreciate it. However, like I said, it was brought to my attention, why don't I use the Skivinz Games channel? And the problem is, number one, I can't remember the password for it. And number two, I can't recover the password for it because the email address it's bound to, I no longer have access to. Luckily this channel, I was smart when I made it. I made it with a Gmail account, so as long as Google doesn't go belly up and shut down, I'll always be able to have access to it. Now, do I still have, I thought I had it in here somewhere. I did so much cleaning up, I don't remember what I threw out, but I don't think I threw out that light fixture. But my battle plan is to, where's that dowel? I just had it. It's right there in front of my face. My battle plan is to take this stick, put it back here somewhere. Probably gonna have to shorten it a bit. Oh, that radiator's in the way. Well, probably gonna have to shorten it a bit, put the lights on it, and have the lights beaming down on me to increase the color. There they are. I just saw the bulb peeking over the horizon. Okay, let me get this thing down. I'll be with you in a minute. So back in the day, I had this dusty boy on a light fixture dangling from the ceiling. Jesus, Murphy, how did I tie that up? This is the kind of content you guys subscribe for. Skivinz unraveling a cord. But I had this guy dangling from the pole. As you can see, there's a hole here for the pole. I had it on the above the camera, or above the monitor, and it was throwing light directly in front of me, and it was really brightening up the green screen. Problem is, sit that down there, is this pole, before it was sitting like right here, because my desk was this way. So you'd walk in, sit down, and your desk was this way, and I had the green screen back there. So there's two things I was thinking about doing. Number one, I was thinking about getting rid of the fallen soldiers here, and then getting rid of that pie shape in the middle there, and then moving this desk right into the wall, and that would open up a whole bunch of space beside me so that I wouldn't be banging, my green screen wouldn't be banging into there, but the problem is it still hits the ceiling, so that wouldn't solve any problems. I know it wouldn't do anything stability wise for this corner of the desk because it's got 3 legs holding it up and support beams underneath to keep it from wobbling back and forth. You know what, I still might do that. That might resolve a lot of problems. I would need to relocate that power bar, and that wouldn't be that big of a hard problem either, because it can just go back to where it is. And that would give me more floor space over here for more garbage to sit and fester until I do another purge. The things I do so I can stream more efficiently for you guys, but summer's coming and soon streaming will be coming to an end. Maybe. We'll see what happens. I might enjoy it again. I do enjoy it. I should say it again. But come summer, I kind of want to be more outdoors, not playing video games. But it'd be nice to have this all situated for next year, because in the winter, I tend to play a lot of video games, because that's fun. So I have no idea how the heck this thing's held together. You guys can see, but I can't. So now I gotta crawl underneath the desk, and it looks like it's just a long bolt holding these two together, but it also holds the frame of the desk to the bar. I don't think that solution's gonna work. So we're just gonna leave this alone. Maybe one day I'll buy a gaming desk for back here and get rid of this stupid corner desk. Corner desks are fine for offices. I don't really call this an office. No, as you can see, this stick is way too long. I want to cut it right about here. Let me get my multi-tool. It's got a tiny little saw in it that's going to be useless for what we want to do. I might be able to notch it, then we can take it outside, grab a real saw, and do some damage. So I want it right about here. You know what, guys? Get ready for an epic sawing montage. All right, guys, that precision cut could not have been possible without the Cabela's pocket multi-tool. Seriously, Cabela's, if you're not in my DMs after that show, I don't know what the hell you're doing with your life. All right, guys, I've gracefully attached the pole to nothing. I'm going to attach the light system to it right now, just to see how awful it fits, and then decide how I'm gonna place it. You know what? I remember now why the one end was tapered, because the tapered end is required to fit the light. Yup, there was a reason why I did what I did, and I forgot it, but then I remembered it, because sometimes I have an excellent memory, but a lot of the times I don't. All right, so the light is attached to it. I'm going to once again feed it down there. Perfect. Now the other problem with this setup is the power line for it. I remember there was a problem with it not being long enough, which may require a trip to the dollar store to buy a cheap, potentially flammable extension cable so that we can plug it into the power strip. However, we'll see if we can, oh, careful. We'll see if just, just banged my head off the wall. By the wall, I mean the desk. Get over here. Okay, we have 2 outlets on the end that are wide open. So let's see if we can plug into those and let there be light. Beauty plan. We have illumination. Kind of redneck, kind of horrible, but this might function. Let's set up the green screen, see if we can do anything with it. Also from this DIY project, I acquired a handle, which I can use if I had a piece of chain and another one to live out my lifelong dream of being Michelangelo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We need chain and another handle, and that dream could happen. All right, so once again, we need our TTRCB, not sure what that stands for, and we'll let her expand. Boom, shakalaka. Attach it to the chair, and then see if the lighting fixes the chroma key problem. All right, green screen attached. Let's fire up some monitors here. Let's knock a bunch of shit over too while we're at it. Having this corner here is a major problem because it really gets in the way of everything. It's friggin' annoying. Let's see. So remind me later. Close that. Let's actually get the webcam behind us. Oh man, that moment. I upgraded Vegas on my other computer, but I still have the old version of 15 on here. And the prompt came up, look at that. $149 now for Vegas 19. I didn't pay that. I paid $1.99. Sons of bitches. Should have waited. Anyway, moving on. Close that web page. It's very upsetting. Okay, why is the webcam not working? I'm going to remove everything that's annoying. I'm going to remove the webcam and re-add it because... Okay, this is neat. The webcam is not being detected. Huh. This computer, I tell you, gives me more problems than solutions. There we go. Now the webcam is being detected. So I need to move that over here, I think. Yep. And then we need to go into the webcam controls. So it's actually showing up and it looks pretty green now that the light's on it. See, the other option is I could use the spotlights and just really blast it with light. I wonder, I wish I had some whiter bulbs. Okay, so that works, except for this ripple over here caused because it's hitting the desk. But if I attach it like, if I actually attach it like that, that's pretty good. It's just when it falls back. So if I go now, wait, can you chroma key right from here? No, okay. All right, so let's click on OK. We'll move the webcam down here, shrink it to fit, and let's go ahead and add a filter. Plus, chroma key, go, custom. See, the problem is it wants to do this like green that I don't have. So let's change you to magenta. Then we'll go custom, select color. Let's just chroma key black. Okay, that's a bad choice. Let's chroma key white. Also a bad choice. All right, let's chroma key blue, and that's really not working. Let's chroma key that green. Nope. Chroma key that green. We're getting there. Perfect. That's perfect. That's really perfect, except when I move around it kind of causes shadowing and it cocks over the program. So we're making progress. Let's go right click, let's go filters, chroma key. If we can lower the similarities a bit. See, we're getting some shading up here, but that might not be a problem. I'm telling you guys, I'm such a perfectionist, it pisses me off. What if I take it down a little bit more? That works out. Okay, that'll work. That will work. Close. So now we're chroma keyed. That is awesome. That makes me happy. Not that I am thinking about doing a stream today, mainly because it's 4 o'clock already. Holy shit. I should probably get my ribs started. Let's go make some dinner. I honestly had no idea what time it is, but even right now, with the chair sitting there, like as the chair turns, it reacts. What I was thinking about doing was like folding these over and then having a clamp or something, clip it to the chair, because it doesn't really cause any problems. Then it wouldn't rub on the desk. This side here doesn't matter. It's just that side there that's rubbing. Because I was thinking about giving Red Dead Redemption Online a go, because I've never played it and thought it could be kind of fun. But right now, guys, what we're gonna do, we solved the problem with the green screen, so that's good. Remember, lighting is key. The more light you have on a green screen, the easier it's gonna be to chroma key that sea sucker out. So, pro tip. Brought to you by an amateur. Enjoy. Anyway, guys, as you may or may not know, the other day when I was at the grocery store picking up provisions for the live stream, we bought some ribs. It was $8 for all these ribs, and if they're really good, after I eat them, I might go back and buy some more because I love me some beef ribs. My objective for these, this is like the weirdest. So you get this big slab of ribs, and then they give you this like little rib dink. I don't get it. I guess I just want to up the mass with fat. Anyway, my objective with this is I'm going to pressure cook them for a bit and then air fry them. Now they've already taken the membrane off, so I'm just going to chop them into manageable quadrants and then install my thing in the Instant Pot. I'm just going to chuck this thing right in there. Don't know what it is, but I'll eat it anyway. Now, that's garbage. Just going to grab these ribs, fire them in the Instant Pot. Not the greatest cut of ribs, but you know what? They'll eat. We'll grab our Instant Pot. Take it easy. Bust this thing open. Probably be a good idea to plug it in too, because normally when it has power, it works. Add some water to the Instant Pot. Drop her in. Close her up. And on the face here, we're going to hit meat stew, but we're only going to do it for 15 minutes at high pressure. What that's going to do is that's going to make those friggin' things so damn tender, that'll knock your socks off. Also, guys, I totally thought it was like 3 o'clock because every clock down here doesn't support daylight savings time, and I never changed them. So let's go ahead and do that now. Is that the real time? 4:05. Perfect. And we're good. Forgot to change that one. I already did the one in the truck last night as I was coming back from Clifford's. So that one's good to go. But everything else in here changed. Last night I get back from Clifford's and it's like, oh, I got a call coming in. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Like crap, I've been sitting up here editing this whole time and it's already been like an hour and I only put those things in the air pressure cooker like 15 minutes ago, or for 15 minutes. So chances are the low level valve's off and they're just sitting there basking in their own oh yeah, 48 minutes on low. I should be able to open this. Beauty playing, boys. Look at those wet sons of bitches. Okay, that's awesome. I'm gonna get them out of there. Now these are semi-cooked from being pressure cooked, but I still want to blast them in the air fryer and give them a crisp top. I also want to coat them in some sort of a dry rub, just so they have flavor that's, you know, not just pork. That'd be the battle plan. So this here's gonna make them nice and tender, so they should be fall off the bone awesome. And now, let's go ahead and get a rack going here, and we'll grab a couple of these juicy bastards. Throw them on the rack. What I'm probably gonna do is take this, something like that. That should be pretty damn good. Gonna dry rub them in some pitter patter powder, because what else do I use on this channel? Sometimes I use ketchup, but today's not that day. And then drive it in the air fryer, and we'll do the same to the last two pieces here. Pitter patter powder, send them to the air fryer. Now, I did watch a video on doing this, and the person actually put them in the pressure cooker for 30 minutes, but they also sauteed them in there. Air fry for 20 at max temp. Let her rip, tater chip. Anyway, we'll let that cook, and then we'll come and check on it. When it's done, it'll beep really loudly. I'll hear it, and then it's already 5:30. It is what it is. Friggin' time's flying today. Probably because I gotta work tomorrow. Anyway, let's go continue editing while we wait for that to cook. Okay, cool. Bye. All right, guys, the ribs got to be done. I went downstairs to go for a piss mid-edit, and I looked over at the timer and it said 7 minutes, and that was 9 minutes ago. So these things have got to be nice and cooked to delicious perfection. Or I hope so anyway, because I got nothing else taken out for supper. And I really don't feel like having cheeseburgers sans bun. That's French for no bun. So as you can see, a lot of smoke came out. That's pretty awesome. That's always a good sign when you're cooking meat. However, these things are cooked to perfection. Beauty. And it's the perfect time because my stomach is currently growling. Probably not because I'm hungry, probably because I can smell this. And it smells fantastic. I'm a damn good cook. I should maybe take it up as a profession. Nikki, if you're watching this, please don't start laughing. You're probably laughing. We'll rinse those pans off, and boom shakalaka. My carnivore dinner is served. Check this shit out. Don't you wish your meal was hot like mine? Friggin' don't ya? You probably do. So I have a beer left from the other night when we got drunk on live stream, and I'm gonna have beer and ribs because it honestly feels like the right political thing to do. So I'm gonna go ahead, head upstairs, as I'm doing right now, and I'm gonna smash these things in my face hole, watch some YouTubes, and enjoy life. So I'll talk to you guys on the flip side. Or whatever. Well guys, ribs are all done. They were freaking amazing. I think I'm going to be using that method going forward. However, something I was told to do is to cover them in like a barbecue sauce prior to air frying them. Gives them a bit better flavor. But to be honest, I never liked barbecue sauce on my ribs. I'd rather a dry rub, but to each their own. I also realized I still have my Instant Pot on keep warm. There's nothing in there, so the fact that it's keeping nothing warm should concern me, but not really. It doesn't. Want to know what else doesn't concern me? Well, it does, because it's kind of cool. It is currently 7:15 at night, and it's still bright outside. Go daylight savings time. This is the time of year that I love, when we spring ahead. Only reason is less darkness at night, less brightness in the morning. Yeah, that means tomorrow when I start work, it's going to be dark out, but whatever, that's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Well guys, we sorted out the green screen problem. That's been fixed, and I'm getting kind of tired. Not gonna lie, not gonna sugarcoat it. Didn't sleep much last night. Basically went to bed at like 5:30 in the morning because I had a bunch of shit to do when I got back. And woke up at 11. So I had about 5 hours of sleep. And it wasn't good sleep either, so come on, Scruffy. However, we managed to get shit done today. Originally, I wasn't planning on doing a video. I was just gonna play Grand Theft Auto all day, or Red Dead, or a new game, try something out that I could potentially stream. But I ended up, there's something I want to do for workouts, and in order to do it on the Bowflex, let me show you something here. All right, so the Bowflex comes with a double pulley system up top, okay? Comes with a double pulley system up top, and it comes with its own lap bar, which is great and all, but not really. I want to use that bar, the smaller one. Actually, what I really want is the one with the two handles on the side. Problem is you can either hook it up to that hook or that hook, and they're not centered. Now I have tried joining the hooks together, but it's awkward as frig because it puts a lot of sideways flex tension on the friggin' pulley system, which is not a problem, but it also reduces the range of motion of the actual flex rods. So what I'm thinking, as you guys know, I made a pulley system off my power rack back in the day, which is great and all, except for not really. The problem is when you get really going on the tricep pull down, the weights at the bottom sway and smash into the wall. Something I haven't fixed yet, and I don't know how to do it either. The actual cable kit for this rig is not like this. This is something I just redneck engineered, and it turned out. They don't make the rack. There is a kit for this that actually bolts into those two holes up there, and there's two holes down below that it bolts into. I'd have to move the rack out like another foot, but it gives you basically a bar here with it's like basically a sleeve around a shaft, and it slides up and down, and then it has two pins on the sides to load up standard plates. The kit is about $160, but the problem is it's no longer in manufacturing, and nobody carries the damn thing anymore because that power rack, when I bought it, I didn't realize it was discontinued. Come on, Oreo. So being a discontinued product, all the accessories are now impossible to find. It is what it is. So you have two options. Sell that and replace it with one that you can upgrade, or go full-blown redneck and figure it out as you go. Obviously, I went full-blown redneck. But however, I haven't been using this here for tricep pull-downs. I've been using the Bowflex, and I might come back to using this. You guys remember I made this cable. Look, you can tell. Look at my awesome work. Like, frig sakes, that's classy right there. So what I was thinking was making a cable to connect those two pivots and give it maybe 6 inches to a foot of range so that I can use the single bar. Now the reason being is there's a lat workout you can do. Like, the lat bars are great and all, but you're not getting that right range of motion. When you come down, you want to force that elbow back and really retract that lat, like really get the flex into that lat. That bar doesn't work like that. When you get to here, you're basically done. Like when you come down and you try to do that roll back, you can't because you're stopped right here. So you're not getting that full flex of your lat. That's why I've been doing single hands on the top and bringing it down and pulling it in, and then just really flexing that lat, really driving it back there. And then I've been doing that like one side at a time, and it really kicks the shit out of the lat. I'd rather do the two-handed one. I used to do it at the gym and it worked out great. I'm thinking tomorrow night after work, we might take a rip over. I think I can get the parts at Canadian Tire. I'm pretty sure I saw them there. They have some like 500-pound cable, which is way more than that thing has for resistance, which is pretty much the shit that I made this out of. And then I'll buy these lockers and the rings. And what I'm thinking is we have a ring on one side, a ring on the other side, and then a ring dead center to hook onto so we can do our seated pull downs. And then I can also hook them onto the bottom pulleys for seated rows, because you can take the bench off the Bowflex, the front part, you can take that off the Bowflex, disengage the seat, and it slides back and forth, and then you just put your feet up on the bar, and that becomes a rowing machine, sort of. It's not as cool as the rowing machines with the fans built in that keep you cool while you're rowing, but I've done it before and it kicks the shit out of your back. It's great. Like, it's an amazing workout. It'll leave your back feeling like it got ran over by a car, and then when it heals, like, it just gets bigger. So that's what I want to do, is go that route, not get hit by a car, because that would suck. Sometimes in the world of resistance training, you gotta think outside the box if you don't want to spend the money on gym equipment. Like my buddy, who literally took one of these, he bought the same kit off Kijiji that I did. Somebody else is selling it. This bar over here, that's pretty much hollow and weighs like maybe 5 pounds. Super light. What he did was, he drilled some holes into it and attached some loops that were nice and smooth, and he attached bands to it. Then he attached the other end to his feet, because they're like the bands the flat bands. So he steps into them and gets the bar on his back, and he does squats with it. And he's like, check out this cool thing I invented. And then I went on Amazon and said, how much did that cost you to make? He's like, I bought the kit. Like, he bought the same thing off me. He's like, without the weights, he's like, you can probably get these bars for like 10, 15 bucks. And he's like, and then the bands, he goes, he got them at that friggin' treasure hunt downtown. So grand total, he spent about, maybe 20 bucks for the entire kit and caboodle. And I went on Amazon and said, congratulations, you saved 40 bucks. There's actually there's that kit that exists. It does exist. But it's a floor mat with hooks that you hook your bands into, and then it hooks onto the bar, and you can do squats, you can do bench press on it, you can do curls, you can do that, you can probably do skull crushers with it if you had a bench. But yeah, it's an entire resistance band training center. But my buddy literally just rednecked a version, and he's loving it, because I also got him doing the Ryan workouts, the Ryan Hunnison workouts with moderate weight and tons of reps until your arms want to explode out of your arms, or your chest wants to blow out of your chest. So he's doing that, and basically I'm doing that too, but what I've been doing lately is adding enough weight on where by the time I get to my 15th, 16th rep, the burn is there and it sucks. And then I try and bang out as many more as possible afterwards until I can. Now with squats, it's kind of a pain in the ass because I don't have any safeties. So if I can't get back up and I got to drop the bar, I'm going to damage my floor. So like right before failure, I rack it. I don't risk it. If I was in the gym, I wouldn't give a shit. I would just drop it. It's their floor, not mine. Who cares, right? But I'm at home. I got to pay for this place. I got to pay for the repairs. So I'm not about to do anything stupid to break the place. Oh, I got the farts now. Friggin' rib farts, boys. Probably gonna go there tomorrow night, scoop that up, see if we can make a cable. Could be kind of fun, could be kind of exciting. Probably gonna be boring as frig, you know me. My life's not exciting. But soon, guys. Daylight savings time kicked in. Soon we'll be out there, we'll be able to live it up. Things will be different, things will be better. But like I said, things are changing too because I'm going back to the office, which means I don't know how often I'm gonna be able to film. So we went pretty much from November till now doing dailies. I'm going to keep them up until I can't. And then when I can't, I'll let you guys know and we'll go from there. But on that note, guys, tonight I'm shutting her down. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, click that like button. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. And until next time, guys, live it to win it. And peace the frig out. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.